The app is out. It's been out.
Yeah.
The way that you will go and purchase it is
Obviously, you're not going to see the car's current location or anything like that.
It's
You're
a
gonna,
GPS.
you know,
what you can find out very quickly that you can't find out quickly in the Black Book is we're actually going to do quite a bit of talk on the Vette Pocket guide. So let me get back to...
We've got time.
Before
Good.
we get into any details about it, the first thing I want to say is that there's someone on here right now. His name is Kevin, and his partner Jim did something absolutely fantastic.
Amazing, fantastic.
Yes. So they realized very quickly that Michael Antoniuk was no longer going to be producing the Black Book.
You go to the store, you go to the Carlisle last year, and you're looking for the new Black Book, and not there.
Yeah.
The last one they had was what, 23?
23. So they
What a
went
bummer.
and met with Mike Antoniuk and got permission on everything, got his blessing to go ahead and make this continue on. But instead of in a book, he didn't want to do the book anymore. He wanted to let them do an app. And it was genius for him to let this happen because, again, he's 82 years old and he wanted nothing to do with the book anymore at all as far as like continuing that on. And these two guys wanted to continue his legacy and push forward and get the future dates out there and improve upon that Black Book, which is very easy to do when you're talking about technology, you know? And both of these guys have a background in that exact thing, technology. So they've created an amazing app. It's called Vette Pocket Guide. And let me make sure that
It should be called Vette Pocket Guide Black Book or something because it is the Black Book.
True.
They took all the data from the Black Book and squeezed it into this app on your phone.
I think they tried something like that and it wasn't going to happen that way.
Yeah.
also, you got to remember.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Black Book is a name used in a lot of sources, so it might confuse multiple things. You need something that's going to stand out. You know, it's easy when you're in a bookstore.
Yeah, they have a Black Book.
When you're
You're
fighting
right,
for
yeah.
app names, it's a different deal.
Yeah.
That's correct.
And also, while we're on this, while Mike's getting this loaded up, let's give a shout out to Mr. Antoniuk. I mean, how many years has he been doing the updates on the Black Book? That was
Since
awesome.
the 70s.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he'll watch our video, but if he gets it out there or somebody ever runs into him, you know, thank you for all the years of putting that book out. I remember reading my first Black Book in the early 90s. My dad picked it up. And
Why did you first pick up a Black Book?
my dad got his first Corvette, and he bought a Black Book. And, you know, and this
Got you, bitch.
was 93, so...
That's the first thing you do. You either get it before you get the car to research
so
the
this
cars,
is-
or you get it after you get the car to read about what you bought.
Right, but again, but here we are. Okay, so Mr. Antoniuk did this till the 70th birthday of Corvette, and now we're getting the handoff. This is a handoff here, and this is an excellent handoff. So the legacy will continue. You know, and
The legacy will
This is
continue.
great. You know, that something doesn't just when a man retires and it's gone. You know, it's nice to see this bridge continue, and that's excellent. I don't want to get ahead of the game, but I'm just saying. You know.
Yeah, I mean,
think we have a problem.
these guys approached us at the bash and kind of talked to us about it. We're like, really? Okay, and we took a look at it, and it's just amazing.
It is amazing.
It's just amazing. I mean, you're going to show some stuff. I don't know, are you showing it yet? But
Yeah, I just shared my screen with you guys. Some of this is going to look really small to you guys if you're like on your phone or your iPad. If you're on a big like 75-inch TV, you're going to be able to see this really well. But Kevin put
Just
this
screenshots.
together. The interface navigation on this app is incredible. It works both with the iPhone and the iPad. And if you have a Mac Pro or a iMac, it's going to work on those as well. Obviously, if it's an Apple product. But you can view it vertically, just like the book, or you can view it horizontally, landscape, and it kind of gives you a few more options with the landscape version. One thing I got to say right away, though, about the app is when I first saw it, it already looked great. But from the time that they showed me this app till now,
It's even better.
the updates that they've done on this thing are ridiculously amazing.
Yeah.
So not only do we have technology to put this book right in your pocket in your phone, which makes it so much more convenient instead of carrying around a big book, but the updates that are going to come with this thing are incredible. Looking forward to the future of this app. They have so many plans for this app. It's unbelievable what they're going to do with this app, what they're going to allow you guys to do with this app. Once we get to a certain point, not tonight, but down the road, I'll be able to discuss with you one of my favorite things that they're going to do with the app. But as it sits right now, it's incredible. The graphics are all great.
It's basically the Black Book. What did you use the Black Book for? You'd go to your year, 1978. You see pace car. How many pace cars were there? 6502. How many of them had manual transmissions? How many had automatic transmissions? How many orange cars did they make? In the Black Book, but now with the app, you can interact with the data and you can ask it how many convertibles in orange with automatic transmissions.
Yeah.
It's like incredible. It's the Black Book on steroids because it's like interactive.
It is. And with the Black Book, I used it from probably 2021, I think, was the first time I ever picked up a Black Book. And there were many times where I would look in there and could not find exactly what I was looking for a stat.
Yeah.
Okay? I would call this guy right here, and he would usually fill me in on that stat.
Because he was looking at his Black Book or whatever.
Well, because he knew how to read it better than I did. Plus, he
Yes.
had stuff in his brain that I didn't have in my brain, all the memories.
Yes.
But now with this app and moving forward with it, it's going to get even better than it is right now. You can pretty much pinpoint whatever you want to pinpoint with this thing.
You showing him that one screen that I really like?
Well, not yet. We're almost to it.
Well, I like those three right there.
Those are good too. But there's so much information in this app already, and it's very new. This is our favorite screen right here, is the color chart. This is brand new. It's the latest
Look
update.
at that. That was never in the Black Book.
Yeah.
But it takes the Black Book data and parses it out for you into a pie chart.
That's right. So it's really, really nice. You can very quickly find out the rarest car in that generation or in that generation or year of that generation is what I should say, like 2020, 2021, whatever you want to find out. You're going to find out very quickly. And, Stephen Rapp, if he's still on here, he used to always ask, I need to know how rare my 2023 70th Z06 is. And I know he was talking about like with the stripes he had or with, the interior or whatever. And that's probably never going to come to this because that's very, very detailed. But what you can find out very quickly that you can't find out quickly in the Black Book is coupe convertible in the 70th anniversary white or the carbon flash. We did it, this afternoon, and he very quickly found out how rare his car is.
Yeah.
As it sets. Not his interior, not the stripes, nothing like that. Because when you're looking at selling your car, you can't tell someone my car is a one of one 70th anniversary and they pay more for it. Most of the time, unless it's like 50 years old or something. Mm-hmm. With it being this age, all they're going to care about is how many of this color in this, coupe or convertible were produced.
So you want to get into like the app? It's right on the App Store, and I already see somebody said it's not for. Robert Cirilli says it's not for Android yet, but I think they're working on it, right?
They're working on Android. So one thing with Android is they really need to see a lot of people wanting the Android app. When you look up the numbers in the USA, there's way more users of iPhone than Android. Now, if you look at the rest of the world, it's the other way around. It's way more Android users than iPhone. So there really has to be a huge interest for it to make sense for them to put it out on the Android, but they're very open to doing it, and they will do it if there's enough interest. So we'll talk about that a little bit later, but they're right now just focused on the iPhone, the iPad, and the iMac and Mac Pro.
Every year that I usually get a book every 1 or 2 years. Every time I get a book, it's like, how much was Mike getting? It was like $24.95 for a...
You know what, though? I looked today, and there's people selling that book for $35.
Really?
Because you can't get it anymore.
So every year you'd have to spend $25 to $30 to get a book.
Right.
What about the app? How does the app charge?
So the app, that's a great question. The app, they charge $25 to download it.
Each year, right?
No.
What?
That's the first year. After that, it's only $5 a year moving forward.
$5 to update it?
$5 to update it on a yearly basis. Now, in between you purchasing it and that year end, there will be probably
updates within
galore, hundreds of updates.
It's like getting an Apple update on your phone
that you don't pay for.
You just...
But
wow, okay.
the next year it renews, it only charges $5 to your Apple account.
To get the next year's
To me, it's like you're saving, I mean, not only you're saving money, if you're that guy that buys the Black Book every single year.
Me and Rob.
Exactly. Peter Carey, if he's on here, I know he does. This is a no-brainer. It's got an amazing VIN decoder. Right now, if you have a 2020 or above, when you type in that VIN, and actually it might work on C7s. I don't know. We didn't check that the other night.
But
it
not for
pulls
the
up the
window
window
sticker,
sticker.
but not for the window sticker yet.
Oh, okay, only the C8?
Only C8, which is right now I think that's tied into that system that Carfax was using. But I
Okay.
guess we'll see if that changes. Because that'd be nice if they can integrate that into the older years.
And I do think that their plan is to have the window sticker. You can kind of see it here on this.
Oh my God, the
Right
window
there.
sticker comes up. Oh,
Yeah.
that's so
If we
cool.
could at least if they can figure out a way to get it to where we get every window sticker, at least from the Millennium and up,
That'd be
that'd be amazing. Everything 2000 and up, heck yeah.
This is really cool. You can check all the prices and production. And what's really neat is when you're on the app, all of these Corvette flags are blue except for the one that you're clicked on. So you can navigate up here to whichever generation you want, or you can navigate.
Tap it with your finger. You just tap the flag, the cross flag. That's so cool.
So it's very intuitive. It's very user friendly. It doesn't take very long to get used to navigating your way around it, and it's just amazing. And
Look
then
at that.
Here's another thing.
360 view.
Yeah, they've got 360 views of cars. You can zoom in, see the interior.
Okay.
See all the details on the underside of the car, anything you want to look at. And trust me, it is only going to get better.
Yep.
There's a really cool thing coming out with that.
So we want to know, I understand that the Vette Pocket Guide has the new prices for 2026 in there already, right? Right? Everybody get on the price. The Pocket Guide. No, it doesn't. Joke.
Yeah, I wish. It would be really cool if it could predict the future.
Let us know what the prices are for 2026.
I want to answer Keith French's.
French?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you have the VIN, it'll decode as such. So you can do that. Obviously, you're not going to see the car's current location or anything like that.
It's a GPS location.
You're gonna.
My car is there.
You're gonna no, but yes, you can, and because that's we actually were experimenting around with that last night, checking VINs. So yeah, I don't see any reason why. And again, the level of decoding, which they're working on, depends on the model year.
The app is out. It's been out.
Yeah.
The way that you will go and purchase it is click on the link in the description, or let me show you another way you can do it real quick, because this is even easier sometimes for people to do this. And when you come to the home page of Brink of Speed,
Show you how to.
it's right under the help me reach my goal of 100K subscribers. There's apps, apple.com, Click on this on your phone. Now, you can't do that on your computer because unless you have a Mac. If you have a Mac, it'll let you download it from there. But on your computer, your PC, it won't let you. So if you're on your iPad or iPhone on my channel, right here is what you would click on. Just wanted to show you guys that.
You're in.
Yeah.
And then you'll spend hours playing with it.
Right. All right, guys. Well, again, thank you so much for joining us.
Patience.
Check out Vette Pocket Guide. Again, the links are in the description and on the front of my YouTube page, and I will pin a comment as well, so you can click on that. It just gives me credit for the sale when you go and purchase it. I really appreciate it. And give in the comments down below, give Kevin and Jim a huge thanks for doing this, and also Mike Antonick for allowing them to do this.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a big deal. It's a really big deal.
That's
so
tip of the cap
yeah,
to
tip
a
of the cap.
legend, an absolute
Absolutely.
legend. Yep.
Yep. Well, you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening, and we'll see you on the next live, and we'll have Starlink.